Hello, it's Cindy Lee, and today I want to share with you different tips for foundation application using 3 separate tools. Now, of course, you can always use your fingers, but I think that you all know how to apply it if you're using your fingers. So I want to talk a little bit about our foundation because you know I feel it's one of the best. It is so great for any skin type of any age. If it's oily skin, it works great because it's non-comedogenic. If you have more mature skin or dry skin, it's wonderful because it doesn't settle into those fine lines and creases, and I really think it helps you have a much younger look. So today I put on my eye makeup and lips, but I only treated my skin with my skincare products. My anti-aging, I use the Sotox, I use the One Drop Wonder, I use some Skin Therapist moisturizer, and then a little bit of Must Do. So what I'm going to do, the tools I'm going to talk about will be this buffer brush, a traditional flat foundation brush, and our Blenderful. So I'm going to start with a little bit of foundation, and I just pull a little bit out of the palette, if you can see here, and I'm going to put it on the back of my hand, just like that. Now I'm going to apply it there because our foundation really likes to be warmed up. It just gets kind of buttery feeling. It's just wonderful with the coverage. So from there, I'm going to start with the buffer brush, and I think you can probably see as I move in a little bit of the redness that I have to deal with, some of those broken blood vessels and age spots. Darn those things anyway, right? So I'm just going to swirl this buffer brush a little bit in there to get some on there, and I'm going to start up here on my forehead. I don't have a lot of redness up here, but you can see I just do a very light swirling motion. Now, one of the things that I love about this brush is that if you use a little bit of circular motion, you're not going to have those brush strokes that you might find with another application, and you can get a very, very light foundation application. The other thing about it with these bristles, if you do have a more textured skin, you can push just a little bit firmer on there and get into that texture a little bit better if you might have acne scarring or something along those lines. So the next one, you can see the coverage is already starting. I'm going to take this, just going to go to the back of my hand again with our flat makeup brush, and this time you can see I just do little brush strokes and add a little bit more. I just clean these brushes. So again, you can see it's a very, very light application. Now, one thing that I would say that some people find if they're using this brush and you press too hard and you're pulling like that, you could see a brush mark. So I just like to use light, feathery strokes. And you can see the difference as it's starting to cover up, again, the redness that I have on my face. Okay, so the next application, it's like I'm going to take is our Blenderful. So I'm going to add a little bit off of there. Whoops, I'm going to roll a little bit more, I think, into there. Now for the Blenderful, when I use it, I actually take it and put it under the faucet. I wet it. I squeeze out all the water so it just has a little bit of a damp feel to it. And then I think it really goes on much better. So I'm going to take, and for all of you who are sending me comments, since I don't have my reading glasses on, I'm going to have to get back to you later, but I thank you all for joining me today. So add your tips in here as well. So for this, I'm going to use a little bit of a rolling motion. And I really like this because for me, as I've aged, I found the pores around my nose getting a little bit larger. So I can really press into those pores, move my hair back a little bit, and you can just see how that's covering right up that redness that I have in my face. A little bit of a rolling motion. Should have done the other side because I roll better if I'm rolling that way. So I'm going to try to move in a little bit closer so you can see. I can also look at my magnifier that's back up behind there to see what kind of coverage that I've gotten, everything that I wanted covered. A little bit more around my eye. And that's all we do. So you finish with a little bit of dusting. So I take the powder in here. I always tap out what's extra. And I'm just going to do a very, very light powder finish. Now, if your skin happens to be extremely dry, because there are some people who the powder would be too much for them. And when you're putting that powder on, be sure you go very, very light-handed, because if you have a few of these little birthday lines, then you're going to want to be sure that it's light so that it doesn't settle in there. And that's going to be a key to you on whether you've used too much powder if you start to see it settle in your creases. Little tip, right? So I'm just going to add a little bit of foundation to that, or a little bit of blush, because I can't be too peaked when I go run my errands later today. And that's how quick and easy it is to use our foundation. So there is no right or wrong. Find that tool that works for you. If you have questions, post them below. I'll be sure to answer them. And thanks so much for listening in. And remember, if life gives you limes, be the light. Have an amazing day.